We got the liquid courage. We are ready to go. Fight Fiends and Forecasters UFC 310 is going to be one of the best events of the year. The last pay-per-view of the year in Las Vegas. Sorry for the mic adapter not being ready yet. I got a new mic arm, but the adapter still did not come in. The mic is not working. So stay tuned. Bear with me. Let's get these bags. I got 6 locks, 2 dogs, a main card prop of the week, and a prelim prop of the week. You are here to get paid. You're here to get some free information. If you're not in Discord for absolutely free, what are you doing? If you are not in Patreon for $5 a month, at this point, you're just losing out on some massive wins. These are 10-1 parlays, 11-1 parlays. We had a 36-1 parlay. We are up 15 units profit, 18 units profit, 9.6 units profit. And we just have not stopped with the basketball bets, NFL bets, all sports, all the UFC content in one tier, $5 a month. Everything. We are up really big. In the last week, in the last month. So join now, $5 a month, up over 100 units profit in a month. We just did it back to back. With the basketball, we're up 100 units. With the UFC, we're up another 100 units. Members are up 200 units. Whatever their bankroll is, whatever money they're willing to bet with comfortably. Everybody has a different unit size. $10, $5, $25, $50. And then you have some people saying that they bet with $500, $1,000 per unit. Maybe they do. But they have not been as sharp as me. They have not been hitting big plus money parlays like me. And we've been doing it consistently, consecutively. So we've been showing that we are one of the best of the best. All sports. I just see it different. The forecast sees it differently, and you got to respect it. For $5 a month, I'm doing you a damn favor. So let's get straight to it. The props of the week. These are free picks. So if you want early access, join for $5 a month. Join Discord. The locks and dogs have been posted out there for 2-3 days. The locks have been out for 2 weeks. A week and a half. I've been locked in for a while now. I just doubled down on these locks as well. And that's where we're going to start it. We lost 18 consecutive locks in a row. We didn't lose 18 consecutive locks in a row. We hit 18 consecutive locks, and then we lost our streak. So, ended with Wang and Fang. What a fucking mistake. Pour a drink. I think we might have missed the liquid courage on the last show. And Wang and Fang fucked us. So, I'm bringing it back. Cheers, everyone. Let's forget about it, and let's make some money. Pour one, crack one, smoke one. Let's have some fun. Let's do the damn thing. Plus 360. We're going around the world with these locks. Alexandra Pantoja from Brazil and still against Kai Asakura. Give us the Kazakhstan Shavkat Rakhmonov undefeated 100% finish rate. Lock of the week. Bryce Mitchell. Lock of the week. Dominic Reyes 2.0 against Anthony Smith. His heart's about to be ripped out by a lion. Give me Dominic Reyes, another lock of the week. Brian Battle, the Butcher. He's going to work. Kennedy Nzechukwu with his reach advantage. And given the fact that his opponent has been knocked out 3 times in round 1, in his last fight, knocked out in round 1 to Mick Parkin, Kennedy Nzechukwu is a lock. Plus 360. These 6 fighters are my most confident fighters on this event. I am doubling down. I am hammering the locks. It's late notice for you, but if you're in there on Patreon, a Platinum Forecaster for $5 a month, for only $5, you would have had the locks early. You would see the wager, the biggest bet of the year for me on the biggest, baddest pay-per-view of the year. Each fight is a good fight on this pay-per-view, but you don't have to go and bet each and every fight. That's not what you have to do. You can do some degenerate gambling, do some long shot bets, but don't invest your bankroll too heavy on long shots. Make sure you're hammering the picks you are confident in. Make sure you're taking a stab at the underdogs that you think have a chance. If you think an underdog is mispriced, you think the fight's going to be a little bit closer than the odds indicate, then take the bet. It's always good to take a bet if you think the fight's 50-50 and the odds don't reflect a 50-50 fight. Sometimes you got to chase the value, and these underdogs better be running. I'm taking Michael Chiesa plus 110. It is now a coin flip, but I was locked in on the full card prediction show, plus 125, plus 225. I locked him in, dog of the week, took a bet at plus 110. Michael Chiesa gets it done here against Max Payne Griffin. I think Michael Chiesa can get the takedowns and control time that he will need to win this fight on the judges' scorecards. I think his grappling is much better. His striking, a little bit suspect. Don't get me wrong. Max Griffin, though, on the other hand, has not beat the highest caliber of competition. The guys that Max Griffin beats just are not on Michael Chiesa's level. Look at the guys that Michael Chiesa has beat. Now, you look at the other dog of the week, Vicente Luque. Look at his losses. Really high caliber guys. They are not on the level of Themba Grimbo. Themba Grimbo is here, and Bilal Muhammad and everybody else that Vicente lost to is up here. So there's a big difference, a big skill gap. Vicente's taken a step down in competition. I got plus 150. I like the number, but I could have locked it in at plus 200, like I forecasted on the full card prediction show. Money coming in on both of these dogs. I think they're running to the bank to collect some bags. If you're with me, let's cash in 2 for 2. That would be great. That'd be great. But sometimes in this game, MMA, stuff just does not go as expected, as you want, and you got to be careful. You got to manage the bankroll very wisely, be super careful. But with that being said, hey, I got a 25% bankroll bet on this card. I have 60 units down on this card, and I'm not going light by any means. I'm trusting in my instinct. I'm not trusting in other people that are telling me that this guy's going to win, that guy's going to win, this guy has an advantage. I did my research. I do my tape study, and I have proven week in and week out that I am one of the best of the best. And I'm not out here stealing other people's picks. I'm not listening to other people's predictions and changing my pickup. I make my pick. I stick with it. Nothing has changed from the full card prediction show. Fight Fiend Forecast is ready to take a step up and get to the next level. My bankroll unit size is going up after the locks hit, after a dog hits, both dogs hit, and after the prelim prop and main card prop absolutely produce paper. Kennedy Nzechukwu, round 1 KO. His opponent, Lucas Brzeski, has been knocked out in 3 of his 5 losses. He gets knocked out easily. Round 1, in his last fight, he got knocked out to Mick Perkin. Mick Perkin. If you know, you know. Kennedy Nzechukwu has a reach advantage. He's explosive. He's been gun shy in round 1 before, but at heavyweight, not having to cut weight, I think he gets it done early again. We take a look at his last fight. He was looking for that early finish and for a payday against Chris Barnett. I think he's looking for another bag in this fight. Potential bonus. Kennedy Nzechukwu, round 1 KO. He's going to light up Lucas Brzeski. He does not belong in the UFC. He is not UFC caliber. And Kennedy Nzechukwu will do the work for the UFC and get him gone again in round 1. Now, you wonder why Brzeski is still around. It's because they want to push Kennedy Nzechukwu in the heavyweight division, give him another round 1 finish, and make him feel like he's unstoppable. But I guarantee you, his next step up in competition, it's a tough fight, and it is not going to be an easy fight. This fight, though, from what I see, I think it's going to be an easy fight for Kennedy Nzechukwu. I have him as a lock, and I have him as a prelim prop, round 1 KO plus 240. Maybe it goes to round 2. Maybe. But I'm looking to get paid. I'm looking to get some money. And I do think it'll be in round 1. Kennedy Nzechukwu should have no problems in this fight. If Mick Perkin can do it, Kennedy Nzechukwu can do it. All right. The next main card prop of the week here is a little bit spicy. A lot of people like Ian Gary, but let me tell you something. These two fighters have trained before. Shavkat Rakhmonov apparently submitted him before. Take the submission, plus 187. You know it's an advantage. You know he might have submitted Ian Gary before. And you know the number is 4-1, right? You're getting plus money, almost 3-1 for the easiest path to victory for this 4-1 favorite. Take the plus 187, Shavkat Rakhmonov submission. He has 5 rounds to work, and cross your fingers. Cross your legs and hope it hits. I think it has a good chance. It's the most likely outcome in this fight. He's going to look like a chicken with his head cut off on the ground with Shavkat Rakhmonov, and I think his hype gets derailed. I've always been looking for a spot to fade Ian Gary, and I can guarantee you this is the spot. 4-1 favorite, Shavkat Rakhmonov, and it didn't open up like that. The odds did not open up at 125, $4 underdog for Ian Gary. It was much closer. It was a lot closer, and sharp bettors move the price to where it is. So you got to take that into account when you're looking at the odds this week. The sharp bettors have attacked the money line of Shavkat Rakhmonov and moved him to a bigger favorite. Money has came in. Sharp money. Now, people are still taking Ian Gary, but the line is not retracing. The books don't respect it, and those people are going to lose their money. I like the favorite. Another lock of the week here. I'm going to play some props. I have a couple, but a lot of my units are going down on the locks of the week. We had one hell of a run with 18 locks in a row. I was very thankful to give out a plus money play that was producing consecutively for Fiends and Forecasters. I apologize for taking Wang and Fang, but I'm getting down to business this week. I'm taking 6 locks, last pay-per-view of the year, and I want to win more than nothing else with these 6. Let's finish the year off with a bang, Fight Fiends and Forecasters. We've doubled our bankroll 2 or 3 times in the last 6 months. That's almost unheard of. And it doesn't matter if you're betting with $10 a unit, $25 a unit. You doubled your bankroll like 2 or 3 times if you've took each and every bet, managed your money wisely like me the last 6 months. It's been a grind. It hasn't been easy. There were times of doubt, but you stick with it. You trust your instinct. You keep putting in work, and I see people that appreciate it. I see people that get me fired up. get me a little mad, but I'm not looking to make money off people joining Patreon. You know what I'm saying? I am making my money off my bets, and I've been doing good over the last number of weeks. We're going to keep it hot. We're going to keep it going, and we will take care of the locks of the week. Alexander Pantoja, Shavkat Rakhmonov, Bryce Mitchell, Dominic Reyes, Kennedy Nzechukwu, and don't forget Brian Battle. A lot of people, they like Randy Brown, but Randy Bobandy ain't getting it done. The Butcher is too sharp. Everywhere's. Submission, knockout, inside the distance is where the Butcher can do damage, get the win. He could win a decision, but he's not known to do that. I like the Butcher. I like Dominic Reyes 2.0, Kennedy Nzechukwu at heavyweight, Bryce Mitchell off a loss. He has 2 losses. He's fighting a Gracie, for Christ's sake. For Christ's sake. Bryce Mitchell, he probably gets the knockout. He'd be stupid to try and grapple Kron Gracie. So maybe he strikes. Maybe he gets some ground and pound elbows, slices him up, and gets the win. TKO, KO, maybe a DQ for Kron Gracie. You never know. I like the KO, TKO, Bryce Mitchell, 7-1. Holy smokes. Shavkat, Pantoja, finish the night off with favorites. There is a couple underdogs. I mean, there is a couple that are live. But you got to be smart. You got to be sharp, and you got to know your shit. So hopefully I'm right. Hopefully these favorites don't drop the bag, but we will see Saturday night in the Octagon. Last pay-per-view of the year in Las Vegas. Let's get it. If you want the bets, if you want the picks early, it's $5 a month on Patreon. Let's get paid. Discord is absolutely free, so make sure to hit the link in bio below. Like the video. Subscribe now.